Hello everyone, so this is Anto Mervin and it's our task 3 of cloud computing, deploying a static web server in Docker. Okay, so we are choosing the server of Nginx server instead of Apache. So we Nginx server has a lots of advantages. So here in this description, Nginx server is an open source reverse proxy server. So it's basically a reverse proxy server for the protocols of HTTP, HTTPS, SMTP, POP3 and IMAP. And this has a feature of load balancers, HTTP cache and an origin web server. So it's these three are the major criteria for increasing the high concurrency rate and the performance with the low memory usage. So let me explain that what is this reverse proxy and how it's impact the load balancers and HTTP caching. Okay, so here I move on to the Canva page, and here I have the two diagrams. So you can see that it's an forward proxy and it's a reverse proxy. Okay, so here this is the client and this is the servers and this is the middleware, internet and the proxy server. Okay, so the client is making some request to the region based proxy server, and this server is making request to the internet, and the internet will be distribute the request to the respective servers, right? So here since it's a region based like region based proxy server, this server will have a collection of requests from the regions. So if we consider we have a 10 requests from different clients, this will have a bunch of the 10 requests and convert that request into a single request, and then it will be transferred to the internet, and internet will be transferred these things to the respective servers and get the response, and that response will be transferred to this proxy server, and then it will be distributed to the all the servers respectively. So here the drawback is like, since it's a region based server, if you are user from let's consider an example, you are from an UK server, UK region, and this region proxy server is only can capable to get the request from UK countries, right? So it not able to get the request from USA or India, like that kind of things. So here if there is a high rate of concurrencies issues due to this region based servers. Okay, so to fix these concurrencies issues and balancing the loads, the reverse proxy has been came here, and this is basically about changing the internet proxy server in the aspects of internet, and internet in the place of so interchanging the locations. Okay, so now these clients are requesting to the internet, and internet is sending all the requests to a proxy server which is near to this origin server. Okay, so here this proxy server will have um, all the requests from the different region. Let me have this is from India, this is from UK, and this is from USA. This internet will be have the request from all the region as a bunch of, let me explain here, no. So it will have a bunch of requests. So it will have a bunch of requests and send as a single request to this origin server, and this server will deliver a response to this reverse proxy server, and this proxy server will be distributed and delivered to the internet, and internet will be directly delivered to the respective clients. Okay, you in this we have origin server, and the most important thing is like HTTP caching, right? So let's have an example. We have a lots of traffic to a particular server, this F server. Okay, so if a proxy server detects that it has a lots of traffic, it will be get the content from the server, and it will be saved as a temporary cache memory in this own proxy server, reverse proxy server. So if someone from different regions is accessing this server, the reverse proxy will respond from the cache memory, not affect the origin server. So it will be increased performance and also the memory management of the systems from the origin server, right? So this is the architecture which is followed below the Nginx. And now let us create a Docker file with the help of Nginx server. And for that, let me open this file manager and go to our desktop. Okay, let me move to the desktop, and here I have a folder called AWS and web server. So I am opening my like Visual Studio Code here. Okay, so now the file is empty and we are in the web server folder. Let me close this thing, and let me go to ChatGPT to generate the files like HTML and CSS file. Now let me generate a flipping code. Generate a flipping code in HTML and CSS. It's a simple flipping code. Okay, now it's going to generate me. Okay, so let me copy this HTML content and go to my web server folder and create a index.html file. Okay, so now let me paste this, and let me create another file named as styles.css. And now let me go here and copy these styles and paste here. Okay, so now let me check it's working fine or not. Yeah, it's just a flipping code. When I hover, it's flipping. Okay, okay, so here we had the HTML file and we have the CSS file. And now this we going to host this flipping code into local host server. Okay, now we are calling it from the file protocol. So we go here and let me create a docker file. Okay, so the docker file is nothing but it's the file where consists a step-by-step instructions uh, to how to create a docker image. Okay, so here it has a different commands like from and copy, run, endpoint, entry point, cmd. So lots of commands are there. So for now our use case we going to have from. So this from command is going to import what is the necessary image from Docker Hub. So we are going to import the Nginx image. Okay, so we are going to import the Nginx image, and we are going to copy our source file. What are the files in this location? We are going to copy that thing, and we are going to paste that thing into the folders of user, share, and we are going to the Nginx folder, and we are going to paste it into the HTML folder. Okay, so we are going to copy this index.html and the style.css page to this respective folder structure. Okay, so Nginx has a folder structure where the HTML file should be saved. Okay, so now let me save this thing, and now let me go to the terminal. Okay, okay, we had the terminal here, and now we need to build the Docker container, right? So let me go type a docker build. So docker build is the command which is used to build this Docker file into a Docker image, container. Okay, sorry, into a Docker image. And now I'm going to give a tag for it like ngx Nginx server. Okay, so and I'm going to give a dot slash. So this dot slash is denote that our Docker instruction file is in this location: user, admin, desktop, AWS, and web server. So the Docker will look to this file and will execute the commands which we have given. Okay, so let me give enter, and the file is built in now. You can see it will be take around 4 seconds, not 3 seconds. Okay, so now I'm going to run this container. So for that, they run this image as a container. So let me see the images. We have a Nginx server image which we had created there. So let me clear this thing and let me run docker run -d. So this the attribute is used to run a container in a background environment, and I'm going to define the port as 3000. Sorry, and map to the 80 container in the Docker. So this command is to define the 3000 port in our system will be mapped to the 80th port of the Docker container. Usually this Nginx file will be run in the 80th port. So we are mapping that 80th port to the 3000 port of our system. Okay. So now I'm going to run the image. So Nginx server. Okay. So we had get an error. So already it says running. So let me stop that. So let me change the server to 3000 to 5000. So another application is running there. So I'm saying as a 5000. So now we can see that we have get an ID, and let me check docker ps, and you can see two container. We have a 5000 port container here, so which is created 10 second ago. Okay, so let me go to this thing and let me hit the localhost port of 5000. You can see we had this is the file from a file protocol. We had hosted that to a web server in a we were using Nginx server. Okay, this is our project of assignment in the cloud. So we had implemented the Nginx server. We had discussed about what is the advantage of Nginx server, and we had hosted our site in a local host. It's basically a simple project. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you. So